The next worst thing after hellfire is wrong marriage. Some people would have had a very beautiful life if they never married the person they got married to. And some people would have entered heaven very, very easily if they never married the person they are married to. Somebody said, if your wife or your husband says you are not going to heaven, beg him, because you are not likely going to go to heaven. So why is it like that? A lot of people are gambling about the choice of people they marry. One of the reasons why there is a high level of marital crisis and divorce these days compared to the days of our father is because of lack of research. There are at least 5 things you should thoroughly investigate about the person you want to marry. The first thing you have to research is the family background of that person. Don't marry somebody whose father you don't know, mother you don't know, siblings you don't know, not to even talk about the family house. You have to do better than that. Nobody falls down from heaven. So don't let somebody just come and show you one man on the other street and say, this is my uncle, my father is dead, this is my mother, this is my aunt, my mother left me when I was a kid. If you go back and do your investigation, you are likely going to find out that those people are not related to him at all. Maybe they are just from the same local government, or the woman is somebody he buys things from, and from there they have a relationship and all of that. Some people have married reincarnate, people who have died somewhere and they came to another place to resettle. Yes, we have had stories of that a lot of the time, because people just, you just get close to somebody and you just get married. Some people have also gotten married to men who already have like 4 kids with their wife, sane and sound. So the man just came to work in Lagos or came to work in Abuja, and then you start a relationship and he tells you some cat and bull story, or maybe his family is even abroad. At the end of the day, you will have nobody to blame. If you are going to marry somebody, or you're already in that marriage and you have not done this, you have to go and do it to the level that the person's village, if it is necessary, you are talking about somebody you are going to spend the rest of your life with. Go to the person's village if you can go there. Investigate. What are the patterns in that family? The male in that family, how long do they live? The women in that family, do they survive marriage? And so many things. The people in the community, what impression do they have about their family? We are in Africa. Don't compare yourself to Europeans. So these things are very, very important. Don't get married to a total stranger. It's not a matter of Christianity. If you check the Bible, that is what you see in the Bible. Of course, we know that marriage is very, very cultural. So we should do those things. Very, very important. Number 2, investigate the person's health history. Everybody has a health history. And if you investigate the family, it will also help you, it will give you a hint on the health of that person. Everybody has something that is allergic to, like I did in one of my videos. Go and watch that video, Why Men Die Young. You will see there in that video where I said that when a woman marries a man that you don't know his medical history, you start cooking whatever you feel is right for that man. Whereas the man may be allergic to some of these things, and you are just cooking, you are just feeding him because you are a good wife. Meanwhile, you are killing him. So by the time the man is 50, his health is done, is finished. So you push him, maybe he's sitting on the wheelchair, he's bedridden, push him for another 3, 5 years. By the time he's 55, he's dead. And then you become a widow. May that not be your story in Jesus' name. Some of these men, they have history of hypertension, high blood sugar, asthma, glaucoma, all this eye disease and all of that. Find out. Don't marry a stranger. Don't wait until one day the man will collapse. That's when you will now be hearing the news from the doctor. Apart from the issue of genotype, whether you are AS or AA and so on and so forth. So you should know about that. Number 3, recognize this person's spiritual history. Everybody has a spiritual history. If you are a Christian, you know that you cannot marry a non-Christian. But there are people who pretend to be Christian, but they are members of the occult. A sister brought a brother to me some years ago. He said, this is the person I want to marry. And I asked, bros, which church do they go? He said, I'm sorry, I'm a Christian, but I don't go to church anymore. How long? Say for 3 years. What happens if somebody offended me? I say, you are not a Christian. You are not a Christian. So if somebody tells you that he's a Christian, he drinks beer, he smokes, and he's telling you that he's a Christian, you have to do your finding. There is no relationship between light and darkness. Don't go and marry somebody that is into a cult, somebody that will stop you from going to church. Some of these people, they just go to church on New Year Eve. They shout Happy New Year and they go back to their homes. So, what is the spiritual history of this person? Is it somebody that visits native doctor? Is it somebody that will come and put calabash on your wardrobe when you get married? You have to be careful. And number 4, very, very important, investigate the source of income of this person. Don't let a man tell you that, well, I'm a businessman. What kind of business do you do? He will not say it. Have you been to his office? You have not. Go to his office. Ask the people around, do you know this man? Is this where he works? Check his papers. Where is his receipt? Where are the files? Because sometimes I think about it. All these armed robbers, kidnappers, ritualists, they have wives at home. But many of their wives are not aware that that is what their husbands do. If you marry somebody who's an armed robber, that your family is operating under a curse because that person is probably killing people out there, shedding blood. Number 2, one day they will kill him. If they don't kill him, they are coming to arrest you. Now, if you marry somebody who is a ritualist, one day he's going to use you or your children for rituals. So don't just sit down and believe everything the man says. You have to go to his work. Even if he's a policeman, he's a soldier, he's a uniform man, follow him to his office. Go and speak to his boss. And finally, number 5, you have to find out spiritually whether your marriage will work, whether it's going to be a successful marriage, a peaceful marriage, a fruitful marriage. It is not everybody that is good that you are going to have a successful marriage with. Some people may be good and kind, but you are not just meant together. So you have to investigate. Are you really meant together? And I want to tell you that marriage is very, very spiritual. So do your homework. Don't just jump into it. God bless you. Please like this video, comment, and share. Check my profile on TikTok for more videos. I'll see you in my next video.